Napa. That's not the high school football powerhouse where some of these other guys came from. Just what has it been like adjusting from that, and how does playing football in Northern California help you get ready for this?
I mean, it was a big change coming here, like culture-wise, and like the level of play, obviously, from high school to college. But there's kind of nothing that really could have, I guess, prepared me. Just once I got here, I had to kind of just work in and just do my stuff every day.
Culture-wise, what's the biggest thing you've had to adjust to?
I mean, sometimes I can't understand people like the accents. Sometimes, and some of the food, it's just little different things here and there.
You said shoot sometimes. You sound like a Southern guy. I mean, who has really kind of taken you?
I mean, I have Chaz Chambliss, who's from Carrollton. That's my roommate, and Brock Vandegrift, who's both like the most like Southern accent talking dudes, and they've rubbed off.
You hear me talk.
There's not a lot of freshmen that make an impact on their teams the way you did last year. What was the moment, or was there ever a moment where you're just like, wow, like this is the position I'm at? Whether it was a night game at Stanford or in the playoffs, where you just kind of took a second to reflect?
Yeah, like I mean, I was just kind of taking every game for what it was, and just working hard throughout the weeks. And halfway through the season, I kind of looked back and I was like, I'm actually doing like pretty good. And it was kind of like surprised looking back at it. I don't really feel like I did much special. I don't think. I don't know.
How much Zaxby's have you eaten since you got your deal, and what's your favorite dipping sauce?
Everyone's gonna hate me for this, but I'm a ketchup guy. So I've been eating it a little bit here and there, like going out with some people and just having it once in a while. Not too much. I'm watching the figure.
Speaking of any other places in Athens, have you found any other places you like to eat, hang out at?
I mean, Hilltop Grill is a good one. I went there the other night with my mom because she came in for the scrimmage. So that's one of my favorite places.
How much running back did you play in high school?
Not a ton. We had certain packages where I'd go in the backfield, and I also played running back in Pee-wees. So.
Okay. When did like tight end become kind of what you knew where your frame and speed was best going to fit?
I thought I was going to be a tight end ever since freshman year of high school, but freshman year I moved to quarterback because we needed a quarterback for triple option, and then that got changed, so I moved out to receiver because I was like pretty skinny. Yeah. And then junior year I kind of settled into the role because I always knew I was going to like fill out more than I was sophomore year. So I guess freshman year I kind of like saw it in my future, and then it just kept happening that way.
Does it sometimes when you look at Darnell and Eric, especially, sometimes wondering you guys play the same position there? I mean, you guys are different sizes and different kind of skill sets.
Yeah, like on the field, like when you see it, like I'm standing behind Darnell getting set, he's getting set, and I'm just like, he's just a massive human, and I'm not just nowhere near as big as him.
Brock, obviously you missed the spring, the shoulder injury. Was that something that you played through last year? I remember Curry saying something about that towards the playoff. And what were you able to do this spring still?
I heard it right after the SC championship game, like during practice during December. So I played the playoff game and the national championship with it. And then during spring, I couldn't practice, so I was on the side working out, running a bunch. And yeah, I was just working out on the side.
Any favorite tight ends? I remember when you came in, I kept hearing a lot of comparisons to George Kittle. Is there any guys you like to watch or emulate?
Yeah, I think my favorite is Kittle. Just watching him, I think he's my favorite.
What's some of the biggest ways you want to see your game grow this season?
That's a good question. I guess just keep working on little stuff in like the passing game and just being more physical and striking people in the run game, I think.
How many players on this team are faster than you? Have you gotten into races with anybody?
There are some dudes that are faster than me, definitely. I hate to admit it, but yeah, there definitely are a couple. So.
What do you tell people who ask you what you're going to do for an encore after the year you had last year?
I guess we'll see. Just taking it day by day. I try not to like focus on like the whole scheme of things. I try to focus on the next thing. So, yeah.
And getting back to Darnell and really the whole entire tight end room. Off the field, what do you guys like? Spend a lot of time together? Go eat out? Kind of what's it like with you fellas?
Like the tight end group?
Yeah.
Yeah, right before camp we had a little like cookout type thing. We all hung out at one of our friends' house and went over to we go over to Hartley's house sometimes to go eat dinner. Just little stuff like that. So
Are people surprised to know you are who you are? Like, I guess you weren't very visible as a freshman, and like you're not like imposing like some other guys on offense. Are people like, oh wait, we're talking about it?
I mean, I guess I'm not sure.
Have you like have
Oh
you
yeah,
encountered that? Like,
some people be like, "Oh, like you're not as big as like I thought you're gonna be," or some people be like, "You're bigger than I thought." It's kind of either way. I don't
You ever
know.
run into anybody that doesn't believe in Brock Bowers? I know that's happened.
I feel like if they don't know them, they don't say anything.
Is there a story behind the number 19? Any story behind your number?
I guess there's not really a story behind my number. Coach Hartley gave me a few choices, and I just went with 19. There's not really much to go off of.
What have you seen out of Oscar Delp, and what do you think he can add to this group?
Oh yeah, Oscar. He's been playing really hard. He's been learning the playbook really good, and we're just all supporting him, and he's getting a lot better day by day. So it's good to see.
In just one or two words, how would you describe this tight end room?
I guess elite.
Thank you, Brock.